Alright, Vipers, we're back here with leg 2 of our Champions League starting game. Well, the second leg of it. We have to win this. And Corbin is fit, so she's back on the bench for now. She'll probably play in the next game. And the next game is in like 3 days, so let's not play our subs. For the next little while because we have a crazy schedule coming up. And I do hope I win this. I'm pretty confident in very similar to our own. We've watched that already. See the last episode for that. Do I want to go to defensive until I show that I deserve to be winning? I think I will. Both have one missed shot. Both have one corner. No highlights. We started with the ball in our own end, which is a very bad sign. Toluque goes out wide instead of Meehan. Toluque, get in position to receive a pass here. That's why you're not getting any shots on net. Alright, well, not a bad sign. Priscilla's scored in the Champions League. Pretty early in the game too. This is a great ball over by Meehan and Priscilla being in position to get it. Yeah, the defenseman overran Priscilla there and left her open. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go, Priscilla. Blanc is good enough to get that back. They've touched the ball now, so it's all to play for here. We didn't play well in the last game, so I expect a better performance here. We're a better team than that. And there you go, Gonzalez, who normally can score, has done so 6 minutes after the last goal. And she curls that right by the goalie. And we scored in both our shots on that, which is unusual. So let's go. It's very early in the game, so I'm not... A 2-goal lead is... In hockey, it's the worst lead in hockey. Unless you're Toronto or Vancouver, in which case 4 goals is the worst lead. Those teams are notorious for giving up multi-goal leads. Vancouver actually broke the record for the most multi-goal leads given away, or losing the most multi-goal lead games in a row a couple seasons ago. Fucking hell. No chance for Gallardi there. That's a perfect shot. Interesting that we ended up with another highlight right away. Gonzalez is tall enough to maybe have got her head on that, but she did not in that case. And we play another cross all the way over, which is weird. And there we go. We restore our 2-goal lead. Luke scores, which is really nice. She needs to start getting on the board. She's very young. But she has that 18 finishing. Doesn't take a lot of skill to score from this. Priscilla might be pissed. No. Only Luke put herself in position there. We've scored in all 3 of our shots on net. We just started with the ball, which historically has not been good, but maybe they changed it. Maybe they changed it when they changed the match engine. Because I've been having more success, and so has the AI, when you start with the ball. Gonzalez managed to step in until Luke has scored again. The power of 18 finishing and her getting more confidence, and she's going to start her stats. The better you play, the more your stats go up. Gonzalez comes all the way in, gets it. McInnes lets it go by to Luke, which was very nice of her. And we're playing super well. This is a lot of goals in a very quick, 37 minutes into the game. And you're going to see players not getting tired, because when you're playing this well and you're scoring a lot of goals, the morale is very high. Now they started with the ball this time. Let's see. Normally the rule is you lose it. Let's see what happens. It might not be a rule anymore. It has changed wildly. There, Eilenberg missed the header. It was way over her head. Nobody was covering that player. You can see it showing the goal differential here. This is the only number that matters, the +2. So we're 5-3 right now. And yeah, I'm not willing to change it off defensive, given how they've exposed our defense when they have got chances with the ball. It's not like we're out shooting them or anything, so I don't know. Maybe if attacking, you're pushing up and you're keeping... We're better on possession stats this year, by the way. We're still up by 2, so I can praise. Meehan and McInnes and Blanc and Klingspor are starting to go down, but this is a dangerous situation. Gallardi made a save there. And there's a highlight. Now we haven't been scored on unless it comes out. You can see Gonzalez starts there, but she leaves, and Meehan doesn't go to cover that, and that's an example of where you used to be able to put your players there. Gallardi gets the ball instead of letting them take it. And Meehan should have gone out to block that. Now I'm unwilling to make any changes because this is my best 11 on the field. Now this is a set piece when the goalie starts with it like this, so there's no guarantee what will happen here. I'm not pleased. We were up 4-1. they seem to overexpose us. And boy, this is not supposed to happen. But Gilardi does get her hand on it. And she's a wonderful young goalie, so I'm super happy with Gilardi. But look at what's happened here. Now, when you can see, like if I turn on longer passes where our team is, there's nobody there to receive a longer pass. So I think this is why short passing is working better. Yeah, I'll keep people out until they really can't play anymore. There goes Meehan. This will be my first of the... And you can see she's being replaced by Watson, who's not nearly as good. Not a wonder kid. There goes Perry and Klingspor, so let's make some more changes here. Perry can come out for Jones, I think. Klingspor can come out for Corbin is fit, so she can play 10 minutes or however long this goes. If they score again, it might go for a long time. So this is kind of the only changes I want to make at the moment, because I might have to make a few more if we go to extra time. I didn't see if it showed us how much. Oh, plus 4 minutes. So there we go, we won. Barely, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, this was... So great for Duluth. Not about our games. I have a hard time with this screen. None of these are about our game. Thank you very much. Why are you showing it to me? I want to praise to Luke's performance. If we go to our match squad. Oh, Meehan was 9. How's she for happiness right now? Perfect happiness. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to her. Gonzalez played really well. She has superb. It's close enough to perfect. I'm not going to talk to her. And excellent. I'm not going to talk to her either. Just don't bother. And if they're in this range, 7.3, don't. It's green, but only these ones, dark green or perfect green. Like this would be 9 to 10. This is 8 to 9, or 8 to 8.99. So yeah, don't go and talk to these people. So you can see when you look at by potential, we really only have a couple players. Apone, Islandberg, like Meehan's out there. Look how much better she's gonna get. Look how much better, like players that are out on the field here. Fiona, gonna get a lot better. Taluk, It says she's already close, but she's not. She is a wonder kid. She is 22 years old. She has a long road to go. She's going to get a lot better. She's going to get to 5 stars probably. And, like, this is overrepresenting where she is. Eilenberg is a wonder kid. You know, she's going to continue to get better. All our kids are, all these people with the 5 stars here, they're wonder kids. So all of them will continue to get better and better until they get to like 27. And even then, they plateau for like 2 or 3, 4 years, depending on their physical attributes. Our players are just starting their journey. All these players are fantastic, and they're just starting their journey. Callie is a wonder kid, but it's not represented here. She came off the wonder kid list. No, she didn't. I think she's my wonder kid. Like, she came from my group, maybe. Montero is the wonder kid. Yeah, she's the one I got off the wonder kid list. Yeah, Callie must have just been off my intake. Flannery, I thought, was a wonder kid. Yeah, she is a wonder kid also. So, we don't have very good scouting and shit for potential and so on, but Flannery is a wonder kid. I did definitely pick her up off the list. If I go to recruitment, shortlist, can I show my players as well? No. So I can't see if I can't verify that they're wonder kids when they're on my team. So yeah, I'm hoping I can sign a couple of these people in maybe January. Wengerham is the one I want for my striker. To replace Priscilla. Or Clara. But Wengerham is pretty tall, 170, only 3 centimeters difference. And she has very good heading as well. I'd rather have Wengerham than Clara, to be honest. And Wengerham already has a work permit. I don't know how many years I'll have to finish second or third. I sold a player who was never going to play for me, and they were like disappointed because I didn't sell her for enough or whatever, but she was not worth very much, so like she wasn't a wonder kid or whatever. The fans are also disappointed with that. Where's our club reputation up here? So you can see we're just, the men have a better reputation because of the Welcome to Sunderland, or no, Sunderland Till I Die on Netflix. It's a good show. I enjoyed it as a Sunderland fan, but the women aren't shown on there. And honestly, there could be more they really only do like 3 or 4 episodes per season. They could do more, and I think that, and if they showed the women, maybe that would also increase the club reputation. But maybe the men's, it's the same. It shouldn't be. The men should have a much better reputation than the women. The women have never done anything. The men. Oh, they didn't go down. Oh, they were in relegation territory for most of the previous season. But they stayed up. Very good for them. Maybe it finally started showing what Regis has done with the team. Now, Sunderland men's team has not been performing well lately. They've lost 3 of their last 5. They were in this area for the first kind of half of the season, but now they're down around here. There's no chance of them being relegated, but yeah, they're more kind of in this middle of the table here, which sucks. But like I explained in one of the previous episodes, it only sucks because they were threatening to play in Europe next year, and once you get a taste of that, but they were winning close games, and they're just not winning the close games right now. And they're playing some really good teams right now. So it is what it is. They beat a team, a cup, maybe a team from the championship actually, in the FA Cup. Yeah, I think they're in the championship. 1-0 on a penalty in like the 80th minute or something like that. It wasn't awesome. They didn't play well. So they're going through a bit of a doldrum right now, which kind of sucks. But if you're in the middle of the table and there's no chance of them getting into Europe, I think you still want to play your best because you're playing for contracts, you're playing for money. You'd think the players would still be rowing in the same direction. It's just not working out right now. And it's disappointing because they were so high up for the first quarter of the season, so not an insignificant number of games. But it's kind of all come down. I think they have like 6 games left or 8 games left. 12 games left. No, shit. 12 games left, I think. They play 38 games. Are they at 26 games? Maybe. Anyways, they're just gonna finish in the mushy middle here, but there is no mushy middle in football. You finish in here, and you hope you get enough sponsorships and investment. They have a multi-billionaire owner, so hopefully they're making enough money to where he's willing to let them. They just signed a $17 million, which I think was their record transfer or something. Winger, left wing, I think he was. Yeah. We'll see once he gets integrated to the team if he can improve their attack, because they do have a harder time scoring goals. Even last year, they were not like the premier goal scoring team in the championship. So Robbie helped. They have a few players that helped, but it just hasn't been working really that much right now. And I don't know if they picked up that winger. I haven't watched the full games recently, partly because they started losing, and I don't want to be sad right now. I can't really tolerate that in my life at this particular moment. I'll go watch the game if they win. But if they lost, I already feel bad enough just watching the highlights or whatever. I don't want to go see them play kind of mediocre or see bad luck or whatever. Not right now. Not right now. I'll wait. And when I'm in a better mood, I'll be able to watch the game even if they lose. I won't know. I'll watch the game and see if they win or lose. Right now, I'm not willing to take that risk because they haven't been playing well. Anyways, that's probably it for today. Well, let's see what the stupid press conference is. This was our first leg. Is she still transfer listed? She might be. So that was another useless press conference. There you go. And I gotta head to bed. It's 1:30 in the morning. You can see our balance is still going down even though we're playing in Champions League game. We got 86 grand for winning those games, for moving on. We got 86 grand. I don't think we got any money for the first leg, so you have to win the leg, and we'll find out next time when the next games are, but our fixture schedule is really bad. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Couple weeks, then 3 days, then 11 days, but not if there's games getting put in here. FA Cup, League Cup are both coming. They're both coming. And we got Champions League. This is why you need 2 players for every position. Then you need some subs on the bench that can play everywhere or multiple places, right? Like Pierce, Taylor, they can play a lot of places. You need those people because you get injuries like to Barry and Cordellino, right? Both play the same fucking position. If I had sold Cordellino, we'd be really screwed right now. So, anyways. This is going to be tough. But we start our WSL journey after 3 days after playing in wherever this place is. We've had a lot of games on TV. Arsenal was on TV, which means you make more money from it. And Man United was on TV, Chelsea, Man City. That's the benefit to playing those kind of teams. And then both our Champions League games were on TV, so I'd like to see that balance start going up, but we kind of need... I'm a little surprised they didn't get a new stadium for us. Like, you would just go lease. I don't know all the stadiums that are in Sunderland, but there's definitely places around them with space for more than 2,500 people. And you can't always play at the Stadium of Light because you don't want to play too many games on the grass or whatever. And they don't play at the same time, but you want to maintain that grass. Now, they will occasionally play at the Stadium of Light if they think it's going to be, like when we play Man United, it might be at the Stadium of Light. Depends when the men are playing. That's not ours, but yeah, it says where we're playing them. Let's see if there's any they moved to the... They're all playing at the Appleton. If we play Barcelona or somebody like that in the Champions League, I think they'll probably play it at the Stadium of Light. Now, last season, I think we played at the Stadium of Light once or twice, and there were like 1,900 people there. But we've been selling out these games. So here, it can only hold 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. Birmingham, nobody cared. But Arsenal, 2,500. We're gonna, when we play Spurs, Everton, Man United again, well, we're away, but when we play them at home, it's going to be 2,500. So we're starting to bump up against that. And so I'm hoping that next season they'll get us into probably a 5,000 seat arena, which will double our ticket income. And if you're sitting down, if there's seats for the people, you can charge a bit more for the seats. People just aren't willing to spend, to say, oh, I'm going to pay $100 to stand in a place with no overhang on the roof so that I'm getting wet when it rains, right? Like, people aren't going to pay a lot of money for that. The Appleton is, it's fine for what it is, but lots of teams play there. I don't think the ground is especially awesome. I think it's real grass, which means the more you play on it, the worse the ground gets. And the under 18 guys play there. Do the under 21s as well. And then the women also play there. Like, that's a lot. No, they have a couple different fields there. It's not just one, so maybe they're playing on different fields at the Appleton Colliery. I don't know that for sure, but it doesn't hold many people, and I hope that they will arrange something better for us, because we're desperately hemorrhaging money. I don't like that, even though it's not my money. And there's a billionaire who gives a crap about $1 million. But billionaires do, I can tell you that. And I don't want to get fired from my position. I got a bunch of job offers actually in the summer. Spurs came for me. Somebody else came for me. A couple different teams came for me, including in Europe. And I just had to say no, because I really only want to coach Sunderland. Knowing that Sunderland men stayed up, I wouldn't want to go take them over either. If they had got relegated and I somehow lost this job, I would have to start over because I didn't make the men playable, I don't think, because I wasn't planning on doing that. Well, hold on. If we go to the club overview, where were we able to see the men? I think I need the editor to take them over. So, yeah. I won't take them over unless they get relegated, and even then I won't... They were first in the... There was no Premier League in 1891. But there was one league in England back then, and they won it. That's the last time they won the league. I didn't know that. They were in the Premier League for a while, then they went on a dark little journey down to League One. So not that far. Not as far as like Wrexham went or whatever. But they haven't won the Premier League. Well, this says they won the Premier League 6 times. No, 6 Premier League. Yeah, that suggests they won the Premier League 6 times. Were they all before 1891? 6 Premier League. It doesn't go back there to that point. So yeah, all their Premier League wins were in the 1800s. That's what that's saying. Ouch. They didn't make any transfers in the off season. Well, I didn't make them playable, so it's not gonna simulate that. And yeah, Regis is the manager. I wouldn't want to take it over from him. He's really good. Anyways, I gotta go to bed. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.